Good evening, friends. It is a fine fall evening out there. We have a good bit of cloud cover, but it's cool. Temperatures are sitting in the upper 50s and lower 60s, except for far southeastern Louisiana in the low and mid 70s. We'll fall into the 50s overnight. More on that in a minute, but we have to talk about the elephant in the room. Of course, Tropical Depression 28, now coined by the National Hurricane Center. I'll give you the latest on where it's headed. That's coming up in a few minutes. Local 33 News at 6 starts right now.
Coming up, the LSU Tigers in South Carolina kick off any minute now for the Tigers' first home game in 3 weeks. We'll have a preview of tonight's game.
And the latest voice to chime in on a push to end the governor's COVID-19 measures. And a good evening to you at 6 o'clock. I'm Harrison Golden.
And I'm Crystal Whitman. Thank you for joining us for NBC Local 33 News at 6. Well, the LSU Tigers and the South Carolina Gamecocks are just a moment away from kickoff.
Getting close, and for that, we're going to go to Go Nation's Chessa Boucher with a little bit of a preview of the Tigers' first home game in 21 days. Chessa, good evening.
Good evening, guys. LSU returns to Tiger Stadium as they host South Carolina. The Gamecocks riding a 2-game winning streak after upsetting Auburn, and Will Muschamp and company trying to make it 3 in a row, but Death Valley at night is a tough place to play. In fact, LSU is 16-2 in night games here in the Red Stick under Coach Ogeron. However, the big storyline is Miles Brennan out with an abdominal injury and TJ Finley is in. The true freshman gets his first start in the purple and gold after beating out Max Johnson, another true freshman. Coach O said both guys would get reps, but if one gets a hot hand, well, they'll keep him in. And of course, we'll have more coming up later on in sports. But for now, Harrison, I'll send it back to you.
Chessa, thank you very much. A power struggle over the governor's COVID-19 emergency declaration continues spreading, including at the Attorney General's desk. We're talking about Attorney General Jeff Landry, who earlier this afternoon released this statement saying the petition signed by House Republicans yesterday terminates the governor's order. The Attorney General saying in part, quote, the termination of emergency powers does not require any additional action other than the signed petition. Upon completion of the signed petition, the governor is directed to issue a proclamation informing the public of that termination. End of quote there. Now, the governor did post this clip from his news conference yesterday afternoon regarding the petition, saying the Phase 3 order, as well as his other mitigation measures, will stay in place. The governor writing on Twitter, quote, we've come too far to undo all the progress we've made, end of quote.
While Louisiana is battling COVID numbers, the city parish is asking that everyone get a flu shot. Ochsner Hospital is making sure that everyone making everyone a lot safer. Today they hosted their drive-through flu fair event. Anyone looking to get one doesn't have to leave their car. All they have to do is register online with the number on your screen and drive up for that shot.
It is safe to do it through a drive-through manner, so everyone is still, doing social distancing, wearing their masks. So it's definitely more important than ever to have your flu vaccine this year.
And these flu shots are available for anyone 6 months and older. Well, early voting for the November election continued today in Louisiana. This election cycle, the state has seen a record number of voter turnout. At last check, more than 67,000 people have voted early so far, with the highest turnout being right here in East Baton Rouge. The last day to early vote is Tuesday. Election day is going to be November the 3rd.
Counting down, we're now just now 10 days away from Election Day, of course, and one race gaining national attention, the race for U.S. Senate representing Louisiana. The unofficial top 2 contenders for that seat, Republican incumbent Bill Cassidy, he's on the left, and on the right, ADRIAN Perkins on your screen. We spoke to both of those candidates earlier this week and asked them both why they think Louisianians should elect them.
So I have the honor of representing Louisiana and have so for the last 6 years. Over those last 6 years, I have fought to lower the cost of health care. I have fought to increase the number of jobs, worked with President Trump to pass legislation which, before COVID, had created an economy with record low unemployment.
I'm not a traditional elected official. My leadership experiences comes from the military, leading men in very dangerous situations where life is in the balance, and I've been doing that since a very early age. But my experiences as mayor, leading at the local level, experiencing what our citizens are going through in an intimate way, also prepares me to go to Washington, D.C. and serve in the United States Senate.
You can watch Fred Childers' full interview with Senator Bill Cassidy tomorrow on This Week in Louisiana Politics. That starts at 10:30. Then you can watch my interview with Shreveport Mayor ADRIAN PERKINS. That's on our website, brproud.com.
Well, President Donald Trump voted in person in West Palm Beach, Florida this morning. Surrounded by his security detail and wearing a mask, the president cast his ballot at the county's main library. Now, his visit marks the first time an incoming president has voted in person in Florida.
It was a very secure vote, much more secure than when you send in a ballot, I can tell you that. Everything was perfect, very strict, right by the rules. When you send in your ballot, could never be like that, could never be secure like that. They've done a fantastic job over here, great people inside.
And following his visit to the voting booth, the president quickly departed aboard Air Force One and planned for a rally in North Carolina.
Now to the challenger in this race, of course, former Vice President and Democratic nominee Joe Biden. He arrived to honks versus cheers in Pennsylvania today, where he had two big drive-in rallies scheduled. Speaking at the first rally on the grounds of a community college in Bristol, that's near Philadelphia, Biden told supporters he misses meeting with them close up, but he doesn't want his rallies to become what he calls super spreader events with the COVID-19 pandemic.
I wish I could go to car and meet you all. I don't like the idea of all this distance, but it's necessary. I appreciate you being safe. What we don't want to do is become super spreaders, but thank you so much. I wish I could see all of you back there, but thank you, thank you, thank you.
And on the subject of fracking, President Trump has repeatedly accused Biden of supporting a ban on the practice. And Biden mistakenly suggested during a Democratic primary debate that he did, but his campaign quickly corrected his stance. The Senate held a rare Saturday session today to debate confirming Judge Amy Coney Barrett to the U.S. Supreme Court. Democrats opposed President Donald Trump's nominee and worked today to delay her confirmation. The Senate Minority Leader Charles Schumer calling Barrett's confirmation what he says the least legitimate process in the country's history, as he urged the Senate to focus instead on coronavirus relief legislation. But Republicans say they've taken much time on Barrett's nomination as the average for Supreme Court confirmation.
Supreme Court nominee when the American people want the decision made by them, not by Republican senators, not when her views only represent an extreme minority of the American people, her views on the key issues.
And we could well see Barrett confirmed to the Supreme Court as early as Monday. Still to come here tonight, New Year's still a couple of months away, but if you're looking to get a head start on your resolution, well, I've got a new gym opening up that could be just for you.
You will definitely need the gym after this. We'll tell you all about how community members are making sure children are still getting that candy for Halloween in a safe way this year. That's next on NBC Local 33 News at 6.